Hey guys, I'm here in the more civilized part of Serbia called Belgrade, the capital, of course, and I woke up with a very strong feeling that Bitcoin is gonna go down. And I'm doing this. I just sold a bunch of Bitcoin at a Bitcoin ATM. It's really early morning in Europe, which means it's right now bedtime in America, and most of the traders are not up in the Western countries. And I believe in a matter of hours, once the traders wake up, we'll have a dip or a continued downtrend. I feel just like looking through the messages and just passively observing how people are reacting. I'm feeling too much sentiment, and too many people are just hyped on bullishness right now, and I feel like a really strong emotion that now is the time to hold. But if I've learned something is that you gotta try and do your best to go against your emotions, because it's the same thing happens over and over again. People get super hyped up in January. People were yelling Bitcoin off rooftops, and look where we are now. And I just see too many people are counting on a reverse head and shoulders pattern, which is about to complete right now. If you go over a 4100 for Bitcoin, and it's not complete yet, and too many people are hoping for that will complete and it will take us to the moon. And I do believe Bitcoin will be at a very high price at the end of 2019, but I don't think we'll go up in price right now. I actually believe there's a 60% chance that Bitcoin will actually go down like immediately, because say people are saying 50-50 goes up, goes down, like by a lot, like by more than 10%. Maybe even 20-30%. I'm saying there's a 60% chance it'll go down, and maybe there's a 40% chance it'll have it's right now in the stage of disbelief. So regardless, I'm strongly believe it'll go down. 40% chance, a really small dip and then a rocket upwards, or a 60% chance a prolonged downtrend until we see a really strong reversal, maybe later towards May, because that's when I think Bitcoin will be at a very high price. But if you got a really strong Bitcoin holding right now, and if you don't have at least 6 months worth of money for living costs, then you need to get out, at least sell 30% of your position, because that's what I'm doing right now. I don't have 6 months worth of money to pay my living expenses and bills, and I feel it's a really good time to just stake out a really nice chunk and I feel secure for at least the next couple of months, because I don't think we are in a strong uptrend yet, and you guys just need to be more realistic and do your best to trade against your emotions and be emotionless in this cold business, because at the end of the day, you're not gambling against normal people. You're gambling against giants and really big fish, which they know how to stay rich. I mean, these are, you're trading against guys who are born rich and will pretty much stay rich, because 90% of people who are rich have been rich for thousands of years in their families and will remain to be rich for thousands of years. Through their family wealth. So it's actually not a lot of outliers and success stories which become rich. But if you do, it's actually really even harder to stay rich, because most people which I've heard of getting rich have lost most of it, and most people which I heard are already rich have pretty much stayed rich, because as nice as the American dream, and all this sounds, at the end of the day, it's a totally different mindset between somebody who's born poor and born rich. And to be honest, I don't really believe in equality, because there's just so many signs that just people are born in different lives in different categories, and I think the best thing we can do is just try to be happy with what we have, because trying to change too many things around us will almost certainly backfires most of the time. I heard people having drastic life changes. However, if you are disciplined enough to completely change your life, I definitely recommend watching my previous video, which I gave a 9-day challenge of changing your mentality and trying to reprogram your brain to be a completely hyper-focused laser. And right now I'm at day 5, and I continue having these super crazy, vivid dreams. This is 5th day in a row using the 9-day challenge. Right now, day 5. I really want to see if I can make it to day 9 because it's seemingly impossible, and I already feel big changes in my life and big changes in productivity. A lot more drive to make videos, a lot more drive to share content, and this is me fulfilling my goals and letting you guys know what I'm doing right now. So I might go ahead and make another video for DTube. Maybe in 10 minutes. So if you guys want to watch more videos from me, go ahead and check out my DTube, which is Steam It Decentralized YouTube, where I post exclusive content for that community. See you guys later.